I'm Mike Renato, my good buddy Shawn Webb. We're with Athletic Motion Golf. Shawn, we hear it all the time. Golfers want more of this in their swing. They chase it, but the more they chase it, it seems like the less they get of it.
Yeah, and they go about it the wrong way. We're gonna show them in this video the correct ways to do it, right?
Yes.
And the ways not to do it, so you can get some of this tour sauce.
And what we're talking about is exactly right. It's tour sauce. Everybody wants more of this because it helps you hit the ball farther, helps you compress the ball more, helps you be more consistent, really. And everybody loves the look of it. We're going to show you how to get more of it just in a second. Shawn, what we're talking about is lag, right? And it's really essentially the angle this left arm forms with the shaft, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Lag angle, we'll call it.
Yeah, that's the angle everybody's trying to get, especially if you're a beginner golfer, you've heard about it. Everybody's trying to max that out, most golfers are. And, you know, that can hurt you as much as it can help you if you do it wrong.
We actually see the more people chase it, I think the more trouble they get in their swing.
Yeah.
Rather than it being kind of a result of doing other things really well.
Absolutely.
If you try to make it the object, you can produce the look of it. And we'll talk about that in just a second, how the look can be deceiving, but you can produce the look of more lag at certain points of a swing and it do zero for you down here at impact. Could even hurt you.
Yeah, I've changed other aspects of people swinging, then automatically they show up with more lag. So just to chase this is wrong. You're going to mess yourself up more than you're going to help yourself.
But that being said, this topic, this lag topic, has such an allure that you're exactly right. We'll change 3 or 4 things in a golf swing, get them moving better, pivoting better, getting more open. And when they see that swing on video, the only comment they go is, look at how much more lag I have.
That's so true.
Right? Because it just looks tour sauce.
Yeah, and to us, we kind of know that that's going to happen, but they're more surprised than anything else.
So let's jump right into it and talk about ways, one, that chasing lag can be very detrimental to your swing. Then we're going to give you some drills to how to get more of it the proper way.
Okay, Mike, so let's talk about the one person everybody always talks about, Sergio Garcia, right?
Right,
He's got tons of
Sergio
lag.
and Hogan, right? Well,
yeah.
We don't have Hogan's 3D data, but we have seen Sergio's 3D data.
Yeah, we've seen Sergio's, and what did we notice?
So, a great amount of lag here from the face on camera view. Like that club's back here. He's got all this angle here. But if you're actually able to rotate the camera, like we're able to do in 3D, his actual measured angle is not that special.
No, it's maybe around 90 degrees.
90 degrees, which is pretty normal.
Now, which is all you really need.
Right.
If you can get around 90 degrees, that's plenty.
Right.
I think the people are enamored with getting this really tight, acute angle here between the left arm and the club. You just don't need it. And the reason people get tricked by Sergio's swing, because of the way he moves the mass of the club and the club head behind him more, coming down. From the camera view, as I rotate the club behind me, it makes this angle look sharper. It's a 2D illusion.
It's definitely one of those trickerations.
Camera trickeration
that fools golfers all the time, fools them on TV announcers. There's a lot of theories written about the golf swing based on that, and it's really, unless you can see it in 3D, you're really going to be fooled by a lot of these angles.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole goal here going up to the top, just kind of make a 90 degree.
Yeah.
Between you make a fist, that pretty much cocks your wrist where it needs to be to make a 90 degree. I think a lot of you that are trying to put a lot of angle in, actually, you're going to undo it anyway.
Well, you're going to do it by really starting to cup, which is bending this left wrist back on itself. Now, I can create way more than 90 degrees, but I've given up a lot of control of this club face.
You sacrifice the club face.
Which, the dichotomy with that is, if you want more lag, you need a stronger club face.
Yeah.
If you want lag down by the ball, you cannot have an open club face.
Yeah, that makes a good point. So let's say you just have a basic neutral grip. We've talked about it a lot of different times. And you have a fist at the top. If you at any time crank this left wrist to where it really gets cuppy, and I'm not talking about if you have a crazy strong grip, it's a discussion for another day, but if you have a neutral grip and you get really cuppy, there's no way you're going to hold lag, because mentally in your brain, your mind knows you're going to shank this ball.
Right.
So you start to dump lag in order to hit it. So number one, Mike hit it on the head. Make sure the club face isn't getting open early in the downswing.
That's exactly right, because one of the ways you get an open club face close is by leaning the shaft away.
And throwing away lag.
That's exactly right. So if you're coming down with an open club face and you start to lean the shaft and get all that lag and forward shaft lean, you're going to be playing the ball right of Rush Limbaugh.
That's very true. So that would be A number one. So
Right.
the second thing I think that causes a lot of issues with lag is in an attempt to get lag, players get really narrow. They start pulling in really close to their body, bringing the hands in close. And when they do that, it pulls the hands inside the club head, and that actually makes it worse. So in an attempt to try to get more, again, they're hurting themselves, right?
That's exactly right, yeah. Any kind of forward pulling inward motion we make of the club, unless we're just super strong to kind of retard that, then you're getting the club all over your body and you can't play anyway.
Yeah.
Get this way, there's always going to be a corresponding outward movement of the club.
Yeah.
Club head, all this weight up here. That's opposite of lag. That opens this angle up, and again, you're going to be coming down, kind of scooping into the ball.
Absolutely, and the way to kind of think about this, if I can stay wider with my right arm from the top as I start rotating down, if I can keep this angle pretty wide, this mass of this club is going to stay back pretty well.
It's going to fall behind you.
Yeah, and then when I start rotating into the ball, it's going to finally come out to the ball.
That's exactly right.
Instead of you trying to do it and kind of hold it and manufacture it at the top.
That's exactly right. We sent out some emails really demonstrating this, where we took one of our handicapped golfers, I believe he's 57 years old, and compared him with one of the top 10 players in the world who has a club head speed, a 7-iron club head speed of 100 miles an hour. Our amateur had one of 88 miles an hour. At right here, right at shaft parallel, the amateur's club head was moving faster than the top 10 player in the world. Now from here to impact, he gained 12 miles an hour on him. And the reason being because this lag, this angle was spent by the time he got there, and this angle was still intact by the time the pro got there, and he was able to deliver that angle versus get it out of here, kind of casting it out at the top. And that's really the benefit. That's the speed benefit of having lag.
Yeah.
That you maintain those angles longer in the swing.
Absolutely, and to tie in that, kind of the last way here to make sure you get some lag is to make sure you don't keep your arms back for too long, right? You know, we've done a lot of videos about getting some motion in the arms along with your body. If you were to keep this, it ties into what Mike just said, if you were to keep your hands and arms back and just try to rotate, you've got to get this club to the ball somehow, and a lot of times that's just casting. Instead of bringing your hands and arms down in front of you here, swinging across your body a little with your hands and arms. Now I can maintain these angles into the delivery zone and then release them into the ball.
That's right. If you want more lag, kind of the check mark you're going to want to look at is where are your hands relative to your right thigh at this shaft parallel spot.
Great
we see
check
so
point.
many amateurs with their hands way out here, angles already gone. They're going to come into impact like this, and compare that to the pros. Their hands are way more in front of their chest right here, right in front of this thigh with this angle still intact. They can just deliver it versus dragging it into the ball.
Absolutely.
And that's really where the distinction lies. Because again, we've seen a lot of AMs with faster club head speeds to here, and then they get passed by the pros with that last second. It's because how this left arm stays attached and stays so far behind them, stays overly connected. They got the hands way off that thigh, and then we see the pros coming in way more arms, hands in front of them, right in front of this thigh. They're able to deliver that lag. That's doing any good if you have lag and can't deliver it.
No, absolutely right. So that gives us 3 causes.
Right.
Let's come back in a minute here and we'll look at a couple drills to help get some of this into your game.
Awesome. All right, Shawn, let's first square up this club face earlier around the top of the golf swing.
Yeah.
That's really probably the problem is golfers wait way too long to square the face, and then you gotta throw the club head at it, release the lag, scoop it, all those nasty things. So
Absolutely.
let's get us to the top.
Okay.
And we got this drill, or the first person I ever saw do this drill was Brian Manzella. It's a great drill. I'm gonna put my finger right on the sweet spot of this club. And the reason being, most golfers, especially if you're a baseball player, you're used to holding where the sweet spot is. So if for a bat, sweet spot is right in the middle of the bat. Shawn's holding that. So he just lags that to the ball.
Yeah, lagging the hosel, we call it.
Lagging the hosel.
Yeah.
But like golf and hockey, our sweet spot's off the shaft.
Yep.
So he's got to go to the top. I'm going to put my finger right on the sweet spot. Now, if he starts down like normal, he just slides right off.
Yes.
He's got to take my finger to the ball. What are you doing to do that?
I'm feeling like my right hand is kind of twisting toward the ground a little bit. I don't really have to bow my wrist. I just need to put a little tiny twist in the club face, just a little bit, to hook his finger. It doesn't need to be a lot either.
Right. No,
just
it doesn't.
Just enough to keep his finger at a little angle from keeping it slipping off. And then I take that to the ball, and you can see as I do that, I've got enough lag in that spot where Mike was talking about earlier, hands in front of the thigh.
So what a lot of you guys do, let's go back to the top. Let's go down the line again. So what a lot of you guys will do, I mean, it's going to take you a while. You're just going to slide right off of it, and you're going to say, like, how in the world can I do this? Really exaggerate it. Really try to get this thing pointing down to the ground so you can really feel the difference there.
Yeah, I feel it now.
Yeah.
I'm right-handed, so I feel a little twist in my right hand, basically. I think that's easier for most people to do as right-handers instead of like bowing this wrist or like motorcycling.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything exaggerated like that.
Just take your right hand,
awareness.
Twist your right hand toward the ground a little bit, get a control of that face. You're gonna have all the lag you want.
Right, this is a great drill to do indoors, right? Get a buddy, wife, daughter, whatever, just say, all right, just humor me a little bit.
Yeah.
Put your finger right on the sweet spot of this club, and I'm gonna try to bring it down.
Yeah.
And if you do that up through here, boy, the impact gets to be way easier. Now again, you can lag a strong club face. You can't lag an open club face.
Yeah, so that's one drill. Let's do the second one here with an iron, then Mike will show you the third one with the driver, okay?
Okay.
So the second one is kind of a drill where you pump the club down into that spot Mike was talking about. I'll do it from face on here. Take it to the top, make sure you're not twisting the face open like Mike was just talking about, and then pump your hands down into this spot in front of your right thigh with the club parallel to the ground. What you're gonna do from there is try to make contact with the ball and hit it fairly straight. It's harder than it looks, especially if you've been open in this way, because you don't have any sense of the direction that this club needs to move in order to make contact with the ball.
Yes.
So I'll try it once. Watch out, Mike, in case I peel one off your ankle. Pump it down. I'm just gonna chip it. That was pretty darn straight.
Yeah.
So from down the line, it looks like that.
Yep, let's set one up there again.
Sure.
Go slow, use a tee.
I got it teed up pretty high. Don't get an ego about these drills.
Right.
I mean, get the ball up off the ground and learn it first and then go back to the ground.
Right. All right, so let's set up face on again.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see you start this one with the hands right in front of the thigh, just like that. So I want to see pressure on the front side, which is going to happen in the real swing. Hips are a little bit open, very good. Now from there, your brain's going to be able to organize how to get that club head to the ball.
Yeah, and you're going to turn your body and clip the tee.
Yep, good.
Which is different than some of you are trying to do this.
Right.
You think by this point in the swing, your hips are this open, you almost have to.
And hands way back here.
Yeah, you have to cast.
That's exactly right.
Pump it down a la Justin Rose. You see him doing a lot. Clip it, and you get the idea of what you need to do to deliver it with some lag.
That's exactly right. Use like 8 iron, 7 iron, tee it up. Go slow at first, and the better you get at it, start dropping the tee down, then remove the tee. And again, you're just trying to pitch these balls out there.
Absolutely. Now for the last one, Mike's going to take us through this one, but we talked about having width out of the top of the swing, making sure you don't get narrow. So I'm going to tee a ball up for Mike. At first, you don't need to use a ball or a tee. Just do the drill he's going to show you here in the air, right, Mike?
Right, and this is not a drill really to be doing with irons necessarily. You can if you go slow enough, but we like using woods because there's no hosel, and you're going to miss the ball all over the club face starting out. But it's really going to teach you some width. You can't come down one arm only with this long of a club and bring the club into the body like we see a lot of guys try to do to create lag.
You won't be able to make contact. So Mike's going to try to...
You're going to drop kick it and everything else.
Yeah, he's going to try to maintain. As he gets a 90 at the top, he's going to try to lose that as he comes down and keep some width. When he does that, the mass of this club will stay back and then come out at the right time.
I'm really going to allow my body to kind of support the motion I'm trying to make. So
this is a little more advanced. You do it without a ball at first. Mike's a little more advanced than this than a normal person, so we're going to watch him do it here. Hit it pretty solid out there in the range. So
and just create some motion, get it back, nothing hard, and let it go. And you're going to really feel how this right arm really starts to straighten coming into impact.
Yeah, and the width is a lot different than getting, like, the motion that kills golfers with lag is this making a bicep curl coming out of the top this way. You want to get rid of some of that, which keeps this end back and then allows it to come out at the right time and hit the ball.
That's exactly right. So give these drills a try. Save this one until you're really good at the first 2 drills, right? Because it's going to combine all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And go slow, tee the ball up, work on them. You will see an improvement.
Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and give it a like. Also, If you have any questions about today's video, or you have an idea of a video that you want us to shoot, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. We read every single comment. We also respond to the comments. So again, leave us a comment if you have any questions or there's anything you'd like to see. Now, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button. We have videos coming out every single week and we don't want you to miss one. So by clicking subscribe, that ensures you're notified right away when a new video comes out. And hey, if you want to add instant distance to your drive, and we all do, everybody wants more distance, go ahead and click the link in the pinned comment below. You're going to see a link. Click on it. It's going to take you to a page. You're going to enter your name and email address. We're going to send you an email where you're going to get access to instant distance, which is a video training that we put out. We know it's going to help you. We know we're going to see you farther down the fairway.